Welcome to NFT Update. I'm your host, DZ.
And I'm Justin.
Also known as Jeezy. And it's going to be a great episode. We got a couple great NFT launches, and we even have another low market cap gem. We're going to get into that earlier. But
super low cap.
Super. You can't even see my eyes. It's so low.
So low.
But before we get into that, I know we have a couple exciting drops we want to mention real quick. Soul Army, 2 p.m. UTC today. We got some other things.
That's a good one. Fennec Thugs also dropping on Solana. These Solana drops have been selling out. They're super. The communities around them are super excited about them. This one's in a few weeks. We're going to have some more information on that later. However, go join their Discord, Fennec Thugs. And if you don't know what a Fennec Thug is, it's a little fox.
It's a little fox.
I had to look
Fennec
it up.
Fox.
They have the big ears. It's pretty cool. But go join the Discord. It's going to be in the description. Join their socials. And so you can keep up to date on when it's coming out.
Is that what the Fennec Fox says?
That's what he told me.
Okay.
That's what he told me. So, yeah. All right. So let's address something real quick before we get into some of the other projects. Let's talk about the Pluto Alliance issues that we've been seeing in the Discord. Some concerns that people have, right? And they're legitimate. I'm not going to sit here and say they're not legitimate. First of all, let's talk about the duplicates.
Yeah, there are some duplicates, especially the lower rarity planets, Jupiter and Saturn and so forth.
Yeah. So we have some creative things that we're going to be doing for that. We have been airdropping some of those. We have been buying those up and keep them in the wallet. We might create what we call a Jupiter jail where we just lock them up.
Yeah.
Never to leave. We don't know yet. We're figuring that out.
We're looking at this will take time, long time, so just be patient.
Yeah, but we have a dev team creating a breeding or crafting mechanism where you can take two of those and get a better alien out of it. Basically, we're going to be burning it.
That'd be good.
We have a team working on it. It's pretty exciting. So we do appreciate your concerns and questions. We're handling it. We do everything we can to make sure these drops are fun and successful for everybody that participates.
Yeah. Then there's a second concern with the minting. It was we have a dev wallet. We minted the first 200. It was a little front-ended with the rarity in the first 200. So there were a lot of good aliens in the dev wallet. But we've been giving those out. We've been auctioning them off, using the proceeds to help the community.
Yeah. And by the way, we had nothing to do with that wallet. It was minted that way. We do see the concern. So we are going to be airdropping several. I think, what are we airdropping? 5 Mars.
5 Mars, 5 Venus, and 5 Pluto. And then no more, right?
No. I don't like that. I don't like that. We're going to do 5 black holes.
Stop it.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do 5 black holes. Now, if my memory serves me correctly, I think the last black hole that sold this weekend sold for
$27,000. You're making a mistake. It's too much.
9 ETH. I'm doing it. I don't care what you see. See what I deal with?
It's $135,000 in black holes.
We're going to give them out. We're going to be dropping them creatively, finding some fun ways to give them out, and we're going to continue to do that.
It's a long-term project.
Yeah, we're going to continue to give out some of the stuff out of the dev wallet. If we've sold anything out of the dev wallet, it's gone back into a fund where we've either bought the floor, which y'all have seen us do that, or we airdrop to our community. So we're doing everything we can to make sure everybody's having fun with this.
Yeah, we're almost at we've given about 50,000 in random coins to our holders so far. But,
And we're gonna have our first black hole giveaway. It's gonna be very creative. It's gonna be our giveaway of the week. Make sure you watch the end of this video where we go over that, and also it'll be in the description.
All right. So we got some good projects. Tell me about these pandas.
Playful Pandas.
They're playful.
Playful Pandas. Yes. If you guys liked the penguins.
The fighting
penguin fight club. If you like those, you're going to love the pandas. The drop happens tomorrow, Thursday. It's going to be going on tomorrow. 0.04. 0.04 for these pandas.
Not bad.
Yeah, very, very cool. So basically, it's just a group of artists that got together and wanted to enter the space and collaboration with us, Pluto Alliance, and our channel. And they just have some really fun things. They're going to, I think, a percentage of the proceeds will actually go to conservation of the pandas.
Oh, that's good.
Which is really, really cool. Along with some other stuff. They're going to roll things out in a 3-phase. The roadmap's pretty cool. All their socials and their website will be in the description. Y'all check it out. It's coming out tomorrow, 0.04.
I like that.
Yeah, so go check it out. They've actually supported our project Pluto Alliance. They bought some. They're giving some of our aliens to their community. So let's go out and support them. Let's go get some of their pandas. Let's go check out some of their art, and let's make it a fun community together.
Okay. So we got another project, the Degen Gang. We had mentioned them briefly before, but we didn't really get into, we didn't show you the footage yet.
Yep.
So, you know, the normal drops, we have merch with hats and shirts, and they have all that.
That's cool.
But they got something else that's above and beyond everybody.
What is it?
Let's check it out right now. How crazy was that?
That was pretty exciting. It kind of reminded me of like the first version of Street Fighter.
Yeah, Street Fighter 2. Yeah, I liked E Honda. What about you?
Who was that? Ken? I think it was
Ken
and
okay.
Ryu.
Ryu.
Were they the same character?
They were basically the same. I think one had like a different uppercut or something.
Maybe.
Yeah, let's get
Hairstyle was a little.
We'll ask Lorenzo. He probably has a rap song about it.
Maybe.
So we'll check that out. Yeah, I think it's really exciting. You can actually bet the ETH, and I think that's going to get a lot of people excited.
Man, that's pretty cool. So you can put your ETH up and play against somebody else and possibly lose or possibly win.
Are you good? Put it on the line.
Put it on the line. Put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah, put your crypto where your mouth is.
I like it.
So I'm excited. Plus, they're going to have a surprise drop. There's only 7,000 of them, so there's less than the 10,000. So they're a little bit more scarce than usual. So I'm pretty bullish on this project.
That's pretty cool stuff. So aren't they like involved with a metaverse?
Yeah, so this is a different metaverse. Now you're hanging out in a bar.
Mm-hmm.
You can't hang out. You can't hang out there.
Yeah, no.
Or is it virtual? Would it be okay?
Well, yeah, I can't relapse in the metaverse.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go drinking in the metaverse.
Then you'll be gambling all your
Who
stacks.
knows? I might, just
a whole ETH. Here we go. Yeah, so it's with Netvrk, Netvrk. So I'm pretty excited. Their big project. It should be a pretty good metaverse.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Netvrk actually is a sponsor with Pluto Alliance as well.
Ooh, so we might see something down the line?
Yeah.
They make metaverses. Are we giving some hints here?
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to say anything else. But yes.
Too much. So, what else do we got?
You know that low cap gem you were talking about?
The low market cap gem?
The super duper, ooper low cap gem. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called Polker.
Polker? I barely know her.
That's my joke. Polker, I barely know her. It's a classic. All right. Polker is a very cool concept. It integrates metaverse, really, really cool graphics, and poker.
So, I love poker. Remember how big it was like 10, 15 years ago?
Well, I think it's coming back.
It's coming back.
But it was big. There was like everywhere you looked, there was Texas Hold'em and all those other games that they play. Yeah. But anyway, it's got Chainlink integration, which is pretty cool. Partnership with Polygon. So if they're partnering with Polygon, that should go ahead and tell you it's going to be inexpensive to play.
Low gas fees.
Low gas. We actually have a pretty cool game coming out with Polygon soon. We don't want to say too much.
Stop giving hints.
I can't talk about it. Sorry. And then it's currently very, very undervalued. Where do you think a project like this would land as far as the market
the market cap?
Yeah.
I would definitely say about low 9 figures, high 8 figures. So 100 million, 50 million, somewhere around there.
Not even close. Under.
Oh, so it's above.
No. Under 4 million. I think it's like 3.5 right now.
That is
around
a low cap gem.
Yeah. And you can get it on about every chain. ETH, Binance Smart Chain.
Oh, so you don't have to worry about a
Polygon.
gas fee. If you only want to put in a little, you can. It's not going to hurt you.
And those links will be in the description for those trading pairs if you want to get involved. Do your own research.
Yes.
You know, this isn't financial advice. Do your own research. If you feel comfortable, if you like the project, I would look at it. So I personally have invested in this project. They actually did sponsor this segment, so I do want to give them a shout out and thank them for that. But it's a very cool thing. We expect some really good stuff. They also have staking as well, so you can actually stake on their platform too.
Okay, but the APY is what, like low, like a bank, like 6%?
No, it's like I don't even
1%.
No, the API was actually 125%.
That's not bad, and it's not so high where you have to worry about massive selling pressure.
No,
either.
it's right where you want
What's the ticker for this coin so they can check it out?
it. PKR. When I like to do, if I'm looking for a coin, I go to DexTools. DexTools hits all of those chains, and you can really find where you can actually find the contract and the trading pair for PancakeSwap, Uniswap, all that stuff on that site. So PKR, links will be in the description for those particular trading pairs. Go check it out. It actually had a shout out from Akon, a channel favorite fan friend. We've seen him on the show, and check out his little shout out to this project.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Akon. Shout out to Polker, man. Listen, this game is revolutionary.
So he's behind it.
Yeah.
So he might write a song about it. I don't know. who knows? But it's going to go some places. We feel pretty good about it here.
All right, and maybe I'll be playing. Maybe me and you can play some poker together.
That's right. So real quick, that black hole giveaway that we talked about at the beginning of the show. So let's go over that. We're gonna do a, let's see how we want to do it. Why don't we do a Discord giveaway for verified aliens?
You go into the Discord, you verify your alien. We're able to see on the chain whether or not you're a holder, and so it'll change the color of your name, and so we'll know you have to hold a Pluto Alliance. You might win a black hole. Last one, $27,000.
Yes,
nuts.
So you might be saying, "Well, I don't have an alien. I can't participate." That's not true. You can go to OpenSea, to our actual store on OpenSea, the Pluto Alliance. That link will also be in the description. Go buy a floor alien.
It's rising too, so you might want to hurry.
Go buy a floor alien and go join our Discord and verify that alien. That's how you enter to win. And there's not that many verified right now. No. There's not that many verified people in our Discord. So jump in there, get involved, and you might win something that's worth $27,000.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Also, not just for that giveaway, we've been doing airdrops for the last 2 weeks. I think we've given away over $40,000.
Yeah, it was 50 this morning, I think, with the new giveaway.
Yeah. So if you haven't got involved with Pluto Alliance, the giveaways, the airdrops, the IDO allocations, they're coming week after week after week. Go get involved. I'll go to OpenSea, the Pluto Alliance, go buy a floor alien just to get involved. I think that's all we got, DZ. What do you think?
I think that's all we got. It's been another great episode. We got another low cap gym. We got some great projects.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining, and we're out.
Pluto is a planet. But what's going on with these penguins? They're playful here?
No, there's no penguins. It's pandas.
Well, I'm gonna say it again.
All right.
They like to eat bamboo.
They eat. What's the one that eats the mellows? What's the koala bear? That's
Eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
They
eucalyptus.
get high off that or something.
I don't know. I think it helps their digestive tract. I was gonna say
We got off on a tangent there.
scratch it all. I was gonna bring up the STDs and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't laugh at it. That was a courtesy laugh.
Let's check it out right now.
Just make sure you actually put the video there, because that would be